Well, anyone who watched Tom Aspinall work in training and during his amateur and early pro career felt like they were looking at a future UFC heavyweight champion. Tom Aspinall has every skill you would want from a big man. Moves exceedingly well. His speed is going to be a real problem in theory for the opposition tonight. And most of these heavyweights just are not as fleet of foot. That says nothing of his grappling game. This is the longtime grappling coach for Team Calbon. He has every skill in his mixed martial arts arsenal. And scary proposition for the rest of the heavyweight division. Can't get worse. All right, so here's the world beater, Khamzat Chimaev, wicked relevant in 2 divisions. Every time he sees you, he tries to take you down. Got to think he's going to try to wrestle here tonight.
That's exactly what he does, right? He wants to impose himself on his opponents. He wants to show his dominance when he's inside the octagon, whether it's on the ground in the grappling, as we saw in Kevin Holland, or whether it's him striking, as we have seen in the beginning of his UFC career. He has all the skills, but it's the mindset of Khamzat Chimaev that separates him from most fighters in both weight classes that he competes in.
And with respect to Conor McGregor and everybody else, I'm not sure that any athlete has ever taken this sport by storm quite the way Chimaev did back in 2020. Let's see how he fares in another big spot tonight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. To get us started with the official introductions, we go inside to the veteran voice of the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Tom Aspinall. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight. All right, early round action here, and the wins and bonuses just continue to pile up for the budding heavyweight contender, Tom Aspinall. Truly a 5-2.
Guillotine jump.
Good job by Sam there. Slide back up.
Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
As his opponent postures up, he opens it. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Aspinall getting work from the top here. These ground and pound strikes very effective. Let's see if he tries to work his way back to his feet.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah. Way to stay aware and stay safe defensively. He's got to start throwing now.
Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Khamzat Chimaev. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure.
He's got to be careful here. He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Leads with the ground and pound here. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra pop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in a fight, what are you looking at?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just squirm away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off. Great submission defense.
All right, working inside the closed guard now.
Pass to half guard.
Second round, straight ahead.
All right, take a seat, buddy. Breathe. Great round. Okay, you're doing great route positioning on the ground. I want more of that. But this round, I need you to stay a little more active.
All right, let's look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about just the efficiency when it comes to the ground and pound game?
He was able to throw at the right time, secure at the right time. He wasted no action. For me, this is the most exciting type of fight. A guy that is just dominating his opponent, really, truly putting the grind on his opponent from the top position.
Ready.
Second round underway. Pretty strong jab there by Chimaev. Trying to establish that jab once again. Oh, big damaging knees here to the body. He needs another huge knee.
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Khamzat Chimaev going to work here from guard. Nice combination there. Everything he throws is with fight-ending intentions. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Well, that combination's going to leave a mark. You see him getting top position, standing over his opponent, and delivering the ground strike. Nice job by Aspinall. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Aspinall. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way.
Guys. Come on.
So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up. These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. Oh, he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. All of that body weight on his opponent.
He's got all the weight on the upper body. His feet are free to do whatever. But the arm stuck between the legs, he is now going to start dropping hammer fists. He's going to start dropping elbows. This is one of the nastiest positions in all of fighting.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
All right, sit down. Catch your breath. Listen to me.
All right, that'll do it for round 2. Chimaev's eye is really looking pretty bad after those 5 minutes. We'll see what the cut man can do about it. But if he doesn't get the swelling to subside, that eye could swell shut. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good. And that is partly because his opponent.
Huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you. And they clinch. Look for him now to drop to a single leg. Guillotine here.
That guillotine is tight.
You better protect your neck when you fight this guy because he's got the guillotine locked in. But if he wants to finish, he's got to lock that guard.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
Nice defense.
Well, sometimes our stat guys are stingy with the submission attempt numbers. There have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler, and he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations when he's on the ground. He has done an amazing job staying out of those submissions. Side control, he's pretty safe there.
Chimaev's right back to the full mount here. Nicely done. Aspinall's in half guard now.
Great defense by this fighter.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Chimaev. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off his back. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Well, landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by Khamzat Chimaev. Oh, how about that? Strong reversal on the ground.
Oh, right into mount. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Aspinall's back in full mount.
Great job landing from the top position.
Right into side control.
Keep moving.
20 seconds left. Chimaev's eye starting to close up. Got to get that end swell on it between rounds if we get there. Aspinall's going for the sub here. Oh, good tap. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
We have arrived at the fourth round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. Fourth round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The fourth round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off of that stool, and this is a real test of your will and desire to win a fight. Oh, stuck in the guillotine. This has got to be it. It's over. Oh, he's got to be careful there. Yep.
Good work from the top here by Aspinall.
Stay in tight. Stay in tight. Grab the hands. Grab the hands. Keep moving those hips until you get your guard back.
Trying for a submission here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
He's going to tie off on here.
Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
Oh, it looks like that Darcy's tight.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Well, you know he's tougher than I am, right? But this man has absorbed so much damage upstairs that I wouldn't be surprised to see the referee call in the doctor at some point.
Well, at some point, you got to take a look at him. He's so bruised. He's so battered. He's so swollen. And credit to his opponent for finding a route to victory and staying on that. He has dominated this fight.
Oh, another blow hits right on that swollen area. He is in real trouble now. Referee may want to look for the doctor soon. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
All right, the fighters head back to the stools, and certainly it's a tale of two corners. One man can barely see out of one of his eyes, and if the doctor sees that visual, he might call an end to the action. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defense.
Well, one got through. That kick was blocked. Starting to do some real perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect. He's going to guillotine.
Oh, now he bails on the submission. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Aspinall's right back to the full mount. Lands the grounded pound strike here.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Working for the submission once again.
He's fighting. He wants this very bad.
Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. You gotta be kidding me. He's out. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep. He passes to half guard.
Side control now. A lot of top pressure being applied here.
Oh, good defense, yes.
Chimaev's able to make a nice transition there back into side control.
Oh, nice.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position.
So we go under a minute to go in the fight. Chimaev's in half guard. Continuing to work out of the half guard. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Khamzat Chimaev. Well, maybe ill-advised to be competing off your back, but he's landing. Aspinall's back in for back-and-forth action right until the final horn. That one's going to hold up in the Fight of the Year conversation. All right, so the fight goes the championship distance, and you may want to get the black and gold colors out. We're getting a new champion tonight. He turned in a beautiful striking display tonight.
This is one of the best performances that we have seen from a challenger in a really long time. He relied on the striking. He understood that that's where he had the advantage. He used all of his advantages, and I feel like we will hear and new very shortly.
Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 48-46, and 48-46. For the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Aspinall.
All right, so how about it? There is a new baddest man on the planet. There he is, the now undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world. He thought he was going to get the champion out of there tonight. He thought he'd get the finish. Instead, he needs all 5 rounds to get the job done here tonight, but the judges saw it his way. A monumental result here tonight in Las Vegas.